Jersey sales. Who is the highest of them in America and also China? We start with the former. Number 1, Denise Jones, is Stephen Curry. Number 2 is LeBron
This is for
James.
US.
This is for the United States. Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Kristaps Porzingis, Joel Embiid, Russell Westbrook, Ben Simmons, Kawhi Leonard, and James Harden. What surprises you on this top 15 list?
That James Harden is so low, that Russell Westbrook is so low. Even like, to be honest, I know that Thompson is like a silent assassin. At the same time, he definitely shows his presence on the court well, so I thought he would be more up there.
Is Klay, though, the 4th best player on his team?
I think so.
That's
I would
probably
say
why.
So. But I wouldn't put him at 13. Another thing that's surprising is that these young guys under 23 are really like killing it.
What it shows to me is that the young influx in the NBA is a direct representation of the young NBA fan.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Like if we show that one more time, like Steph is up there, as we do know, at all times.
We expect him to be up there.
Of course, we always expect
KD,
Steph
LeBron.
and LeBron and KD.
Right.
Always.
Very
what
expected.
I was surprised, again, if we could show it one more time, was Kawhi Leonard being even in the top 10. Because I didn't think that a lot of millennials are going to watch and also like the San Antonio Spurs. Because like, for them, it reminds me of the New England Patriots. You know what they're going to do, and it's going to be a boring style of play. I enjoy it. I just didn't know that the younger demographic enjoyed it.
Especially with, I feel like this season was a little tough for him. A lot tough for him.
Who's that?
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard, of course, yes, because of the injuries.
So it was good to see him up there. But yeah, more than anything, I feel like the young guys like Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball was really good to see on there. Aside from like his dad and everything that he brings to the game,
he's polarizing.
Very polarized. And then when you pull up the China numbers, just the fact that Kobe, is no longer, to me, as an LA fan, and you don't have to be a Laker fan or be from LA to appreciate a Kobe jersey. The fact that he's not on there and the sales aren't as good as they once were.
Sure, I hear you.
Interesting.
So in China, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving. Those are your top 5. Now, what I want to intertwine this with is the top 5 most popular team merchandise. And this is via ESPN. The Golden State Warriors are up there. The Cleveland Cavaliers are up there. Surprisingly, the 76ers are 3rd, which really, it surprised me because we view the merchandise and jersey sales and what have you for major market teams, and those are going to be the ones that cross over throughout the whole United States. Like the Lakers are always going to be in there. The Knicks probably, and the Cavaliers because they have LeBron. But to see the 76ers, man, praise Hinkie, bro, because like,
there has to be something on there, or maybe it's some kind of designer who's doing something that's, I don't know. It's a very surprising team to be at the top 3 level, even to be before the Lakers organization, and just like who was under the Lakers?
The New York Knicks at number 5.
Honestly, even the Knicks, like those are the 2 biggest cities in the country,
right?
Major cities,
major markets,
And Philly, no diss on Philly, but it's not something. There has to be some merch that maybe I'm not familiar with.
It's Embiid and Simmons.
I feel like there's more to that.
How so?
Yeah, I don't think it's solemnly based off of. It's not solemnly based off of jerseys. It's merchandise altogether. So technically, we don't really know if it's just Embiid and Simmons. Like what I'm saying is that there has to be more. I don't know if it's maybe something that's discounted, or maybe like a blanket that everyone's messing with, or like maybe mugs. Like there has to be something that Philly fans are really messing with that has nothing to do with the jersey, has nothing to do with the players, has nothing to do with the younger audience. It has solely to do with just one design, a mug, cover.
I hear what you're saying. I think it has to do with just a young, up-and-coming, exciting team. Like now, did we know that the Golden State Warriors were going to be this dominant and one of the best teams that we've ever seen and the best record that that we ever saw. No, of course not. But when Stephen Curry was hitting wild threes and Klay Thompson was hitting wild threes and Draymond was shit talking every opponent that they possibly had, we saw a rise in everything that they were doing.
Right.
So like it's the same thing with like the name of something. Like the name doesn't necessarily matter. It's the execution of the name and how well you put out the product.
Right.
So like the 76ers having American colors, I think certainly helps them. I think the stars that go with the logo is good. And also just the influx of young talent that they have as well.
Absolutely. And I'm not discrediting the young talent either. There's a reason that you know they're in the top 10. Their performance has been incredible. Do I wish Joel played more minutes? Absolutely.
Of course.
Just like anybody else would. But the minutes that he's on the court he's a beast, and there's no argument about that. But you just proved my point. Like it's absolutely like the design. The American colors has a lot to do with it. The younger players, sure, but more than anything, I feel like it has a lot more to do with the design or some kind of merchandise, because it's not that it's two players. A young team doesn't make sense for them to be top 3 in merchandise. Because if we want to talk about young players, people who are in conversations, Porzingis is in conversations.
Sure.
The Knicks are in conversations.
Sure. The Knicks aren't as good though. As
the Knicks aren't as good, but the Lakers aren't as good either.
Right, but
they're still in conversation.
It's the Lakers.
It's the Knicks. Like the Knicks. Ask any New Yorker. Anybody from the East. It just makes more sense for a team like the Knicks or the Lakers to be above the 76ers. But again, the colors or the team.
Something of that nature. Let us know your thoughts. Comment section below. Subscribe to 2IT Sports and praise Hinkie.